Well, welcome back, guys. I'm Alfred.
I'm Linda. Hello, everyone.
Can you believe it's been almost 3 years,
Almost 3 years, yes.
that we've been living full-time in this van. We're working full-time, living full-time on the road. So what happens is when we're off or we on the changeover, you guys would know, from day shift over to night shift, we're always on the road. So even if it's at her mom's house or at my mom's house, the van is our home. I want to say our whole experience on the road was like awesome, and it's like that Instagram kind of thing, but it's not. It doesn't work
Not
like
always.
that. Not always. You do have your good times and you do have some bad times as well. That's just life, but the same as when you're living in a home, in a complex, in a wherever, you're going to experience ups and downs. That's just life. Things break down, things happen.
True.
Your geyser can break, there goes the ceiling, and what. It's just one of those things. So, that's life. Alright, I wrote things down. Can you guys believe it? I'm working according to a script. That's the first time for us. We never do that. We just wing it. Basically, I think you guys can see that in the videos. We're just winging it. There's no script and planning and what. We know where we're going. I just go in my mind. This is what I'm going to do. This is the shots. What. Alright, guys, let's get started. You ready, Linda?
Yes.
Let's start with why do we live in a van and not in a sticks and bricks, in a complex and what. Linda, you want to jump in there?
Because it's expensive. And not just that, when we were living in a flat, it was just work home. Yes, it's not, how can I put it now? It's not really cheaper living in a van, especially now with all the food prices. But at least we can do things now.
Yeah.
We can go for a walk. We can go to the beach. We can visit family. When we were in the flat, on my first off day, it was getting home, putting on the washing machine, do a load or two, go sleep, get up, take the washing off. Next day, cleaning the flat. Your last day off day, you will iron, cook. So. Especially when you're off during the week, living in a flat, there wasn't time to visit family.
Yeah.
Now we do get time to visit family and do things at least.
Yeah, it's true. We were basically paying just to have a place to stay, to sleep, to wash, to eat, and that was our lives. We couldn't go anywhere because we couldn't afford it.
Yeah, and I won't say that we're living in luxury now.
But at least we're living.
Yeah. We can do things. That's the most important thing for me. It's to go out and do things, even if it's just a walk. And like you guys know, most of the things we do is for free. So
Yeah. We're actually living more now that we're in the van than what we did when we were living in the sticks and bricks. To tell you the honest truth, guys, that's the honest truth. We're actually seeing more of Cape Town now than we ever did living in a flat. Because there was no money for it. You know what I mean? After your bills are paid and your debt has been going off on your account, there's nothing left.
And even living in a van, you still got debt.
Yeah, you still got it.
A lot of people say, moving to a van, you can finish your debt. It doesn't work that way. Slowly but surely, yes. You can maybe put the extra 100 or 200 rand towards your debt. But like I said, nowadays with the food prices, that's killing everybody.
It's unbelievable, guys.
Everybody.
Alright, so what van should you get if you decide to live in a van? What van should you get? It depends, eh? It depends on what kind of van. Remember, guys, everyone's van life experience is going to be different. I mean, you get guys that want to buy a van maybe and do it weekends. That's a cool move. And then you get like us crazy people that decided this is it, we're going to do this full time. So it depends on you. It depends if you want to stand up. It was very important for me and Linda to stand up and get dressed and get bathed and
definitely a high roof or
a high roof, yeah.
If you're gonna do it full time. For weekends, so I think it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
no, when you can like rough it, you know what I mean? For weekends you
I
can.
think when you do it on weekends, you're probably gonna book into a campsite or
Yeah.
be more outside than inside.
Yeah, true.
But full time,
Yeah.
high roof.
Don't get us wrong, we're not bashing anyone that's got a smaller van
Yes.
and that's on your knees and what. If it works for you, do what works for you. Don't take our advice and say, yeah, but Alfred said we must get high. For us, it worked out perfectly. Everybody's got their own choice of how they want to do it. Remember, guys, in van life, there's no right way and there's no wrong way of doing it. You do it the way you want to do it. That works for you. All right, how did our family members react when we told them and our work colleagues that we're living in a van? I think our parents were more like worried, hey?
Concerned,
yeah.
Safety-wise. Yes, I think safety-wise, they were all okay with us moving in the van, but they were concerned about our safety.
Yeah. And my work colleagues were like, they couldn't believe it. They're like, really?
Are you becoming
Seriously?
a vagrant?
Are you becoming a vagrant or what? But when they saw what actually the van, how it took place, and I showed the guys and what they could understand, getting to a point, because they're doing the same job as us. They're also paying rent, they're also paying fuel, they also got wife and kids to support, and they can understand it now. So actually, my biggest fans are my work colleagues, to tell you the honest truth. How was our first time sleeping in the van when we decided the first night on the road? Not good. Not good.
It was scary.
It was scary, guys. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. It was scary. I didn't sleep well the first 2 nights.
Yes,
every sound you hear, you're like, up, you know. And that stealth thing that they talk about, that you pull in and you don't want anyone to know that's in the van, it's normal. It's going to happen. But I promise you, the longer you do van life, it's going to go away. Now I don't care if someone knows I'm in a van. It's actually better.
I think our biggest thing was, what if somebody comes and knocks and tell us to move? Where are we going to go to? But I think in this almost 3 years, I think we had two knocks. Eh?
2 knocks in 3 years, yeah.
And it's spiteful people, actually.
Yeah.
But now,
yeah.
we don't. And we had one incident, eh?
Yeah.
Where they stole the light.
Oh yeah, they stole the light that was on the door, the night light, the movement light. But those were crackheads or bergies or...
They didn't try to break in the van. They literally just got up, broke the light off and off.
Oh, and remember that one time when we were staying there at your mom's house for that couple of days where the guy were Pietrin here at the back when I climbed out with the machete?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what his story was, but have you ever seen someone go whiter than white and his eyes like this? He didn't expect me to get out there. I think he was trying to steal the chevron boards here on the doors. I think he was trying to steal that. Who knows?
But I think even now, they know that we're inside the van, because that was quite a while ago, a few months ago.
Yeah.
And in the 3 years, let's make it 3 years, it was the lights and then that guy, and that was it.
Yeah, never again we did have problems, yeah. Do we regret buying this size van? No, really not. And it's actually, for us, it's actually perfect. Yeah.
I think we worked it out now. It's not, and when we started, well, we're always in each other's way. But now we figured it out.
You get a system where she's busy here in the front, I jump on the bed and get the hell out the way. In the mornings when we wake up, she's the first one out to go use the toilet and then make tea. And we've got our routine, you know what I mean, and it works out. Now you know your partner. If you ever want to test your relationship skills and your relationship, grab your partner.
Go stay in a van
for a month and you'll find out if you guys were meant to be together or not. Anyways, what is it like living in a van? I must say I'm enjoying it.
Me too.
Is it always fun? No. There's sometimes that you scheme, what the hell? But when you get that moments when you're like at the beach, you know what I mean, and the doors are open and you're lying in bed and you're watching out and you're taking in that. I call it my 60-inch flat screen TV. And you take in that nature. It does have these challenges. It's not. I'm not going to stand here and lie to you and say, oh man, van life is the best. Sometimes it sucks.
Yes, and being a lady, there is things you need to sacrifice, but I don't mind, because on the long run, it replaces other stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me, yeah, but you can't do your makeup, you can't flat iron your hair. That's fine. We'll get there as soon as the solar panels is up.
Yeah.
Luckily now with my eczema, I don't do makeup.
Yeah.
So if you can sacrifice, then it's not bad living in a van. You can make it. You don't always have to do all this fancy stuff.
Yeah, it's not Instagram. To tell you the honest truth, the realities of van life when you're working, especially when you're working and travel when you can, when you're off and go play and what. It's not always that Instagram
I
moment.
think if you don't have to walk, if you just travel, if you are just on the road,
Yeah,
then it will be like Instagram. And,
Yeah.
Speaking from a lady's point of view, I think then you will be more able to book in more at campsites and all that kind of stuff. Then, but working full time, and as you guys know, we work like 7 shifts before we get off day.
Yeah.
It's not Instagram.
Yeah. What is the first thing we bought that we needed, like really needed in the van? It was our jackery. Let me show you quickly. This was the key to doing van life, and it's not a paid promotion. We don't get sponsored or anything. You guys can see we've got like 0 subscribers. But this is the 500, hey? The Explorer 500. What a heaven sent. If it wasn't for this, van life would have sucked, because we charge our phones off it. We charge our fans. We use those rechargeable fans. With that's also a heaven sent. Without that, oh man, it would have sucked.
Our first year in a van, that summer,
Oh, it was
we
terrible.
went through with only one fan. And I'm talking about one of those small vans.
Let me show you guys quickly.
This one.
All right, speak to him, baby.
And I'm telling you, never again. I think it was in January, February. After it went, and he came back, he said to me, I overspent. I said, okay, it's fine. And he bought another 3 fans.
Yeah.
They're expensive, but I must say, they do work.
Yeah. It's these, they called, if you can see there, Aerolux or whatever. Aerolux. Very good fans. This one is a bit dirty. Sorry for the dirty. I need to clean them. But they work beautifully. They're not that expensive. I think they're about $300 a pop.
Yeah, the first one we bought was 180, and then the prices went up to, I think it's 300.
Yeah. We got 6 fans in the van. Yeah, the big one. There's 4 of these little ones.
But the big one we only use when
it's really hot, when it's cooking.
And we get in dress for work.
Yeah, so in South Africa we don't have that where you get the max air fan and what. You can import it from wherever it's made, from the US or wherever. I heard there in Canada they got that Sirocco, and in USA as well they got the Sirocco fans. Here in South Africa it's not available. You have to import it. So yeah, that's why we're running these, and I don't regret it at all. Alrighty then, moving on. Did we start a YouTube channel straight away? No. How long were we in the van when we started the YouTube channel? I think we've been in the van a year before.
A year and a half, isn't it?
A year and a half. And then, listen to this. Linda came, we came from our night shift, eh?
Yes.
She got me on our spot. I said to her, listen here, when we wake up, we're going to start a YouTube channel. And
I thought it was joking.
she thought I was joking. That video is still on.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah, man, it hurts actually to look at it. I can't. I'm like,
Murphy's Law, we slept quite bad that
Yeah.
day. I think I slept for 3 or 4 hours. So, and then I woke up with the camera in my face. I didn't know what to say. But yeah, you always suck at your first one, eh?
yeah, it gets better as time goes on. What does our security look like in the van? Well, I normally say, check out first what's happening before you jump out and trying to be John Rambo.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't know how many guys we are and so on. But during daytimes, if it really gets bad, the best fight you can win is the fight you don't get into.
What did that thing go off?
Some pepper spray. That's the first thing you will get if you look for nonsense or whatever. Always be aware of where the wind is blowing. You might blind yourself. In any case, but we got some pepper spray. This is potent stuff. We use this at work as well. Believe me. Ouchie, ouchie. If you can't see, you can't fight. If you can't stand, you can't fight. Remember, ladies, if you can't see, you can't fight. If you can't stand, you can't fight. So if you grab it by the private parts and you twist and turn and pull, it's over Skadovas. It doesn't matter how strong the man is, how big he is.
You'll go down.
You'll go down. So I'm not condoning violence now. Don't go out there punching and killing everyone. Please don't do that. The best fight is the one that you don't get into. Okay? And not just that. Can you imagine me jumping out with this mask on and a machete? But I'm not going to show you. I don't think YouTube going to like that. In your underpants. I think it might be wet there in the undercarriage. But the key is you got to act crazier than them. You know what I mean? And most criminals are cowards. That's why they always come 2-2. They never come 1-1. At night time, a good flashlight that's got a strobe in it. At night time, this, if you throw it on strobe mode, let me see if I can do it. There. If you shine that in someone's eyes, you're useless. You can't see, you can't fight. You can't stand, you can't fight. Alright, let's move on. I don't want to make this a self-defense thing, but also, guys, when you pull in and you pull reverse in so you can get out fast if the pawpaw hits the fan.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And remember, criminals are cowards. That's why they come 2 or 3 or more to come and do something. They'll never take you on one by one because they know they'll get hiding unless it's got a pew-pew. You see, alright. Do you need a fridge and a shower in your van?
To be honest, we don't have a
It
fridge.
depends on your situation. If you're a person that likes to go out there in the bundus where there's like a desert move and what and there's no shops for miles and you know you're going to be away for 4 or a week or so, yeah, get a fridge. You know what I mean? But then you also need the capacity to run a fridge. You need the solar, you need the batteries, you need that. Shower? No, we don't miss it. We don't have one. We use this thing. You guys have seen it already. It works. It works. It gets you clean. Not all van life is stink, hey? You'll find a way to get yourself clean.
Exactly.
Really, it's not that hard. And
If I need to wash my hair, if we're not at a family member's house, then
Yeah.
we'll book into a campsite.
go book in a campsite if you really need to you feel like, listen, I need a shower. Everybody's got their own ways. You'll be amazed how fast humans adapt to certain things. Right? Okay, is our van off-road capable? No. No, this van of ours is a little bit of sand and what is a princess, pavement princess. I would love to have a 4x4 van, but it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost. They are not cheap. You buy what you can afford. While we're on that subject, remember you're going to have breakdowns, so you're going to have an emergency fund or an engine plan if you're buying something new. Or you might, it will be better if you are mechanically savvy and you know how to get yourself out of a tough situation. Things are going to break down. That's why we got a second car. We got Linda's car, and that car has saved our butts a couple of times, eh? Yes. Yep. So yeah, luckily my dad, my brother, and I am not too stupid with mechanical. There are things that I don't know, that I won't touch, but most of the time I can help myself. What do we use for lights in the van? Talk about it. We need to switch it on. I can see it's getting dark in here. We use rechargeable lights at the moment, like these, like those, and we use the Jackery to run that light, and these main lights we run off the Jackery at the moment. Next year we are planning on throwing a solar panel on the roof and at least one battery just to run the lights, because we don't have a fridge, we don't have something that's that power hungry, and we've got the Jackery. Exactly. So yeah, that's next year. So 2025, solar time. Alright, what do we use for water? We use, sorry guys but I'm in the way, we use these cans.
And guys, when it's empty, make sure you close the
oh yeah, Linda has caught me a couple of times like that, where she leaves it open by accident. It's not a thing. As soon as I pour water in it, it just starts running all over the van floor. So yeah, do we regret not having fancy water pumps? And guys, the more you put things in your van, more is the chance that something can break down. I've seen people having max air fans. They're having huge problems with that after a while. Imagine this now. You got water dinguses and your water pump goes out. If you don't have a spare right there and then, you are stuffed. Now what now? And you are far from a water source, you know. So always yeah, it makes it nicer. I mean, it's lucky to turn the tap and the water comes out. Same thing, just pick up the damn thing, get the water out, close it, put it back. You know what I mean? But maybe in the second van. In this van, nope, not needed. I don't want that struggles in my life. Anyways, remember your van is always in a constant earthquake, so pipes can go loose. Then you got water damage, you got water all over the floor. I don't need the headache in my life. I like to keep things simple. The simpler it is, the better it's going to be. Anyway else, okay, we already talked about the solar that we're going to put up next year, 2025. Yes. Do we go to campsites a lot? Not really. We used to in the beginning.
Yeah, we used to.
Yeah. It's more like this. Remember, Linda's mom and dad is getting old. My mom and dad is getting old. So the reason we go there a lot is to spend time with him, to help him, because Linda's because Linda's dad can hardly walk. You know what I mean? And they are getting old. How old is your dad? It's about 70.
He's turning 77.
77. Remember? Yeah. Unfortunately. So that's why you will find us a lot at Linda's parents' house, or where they live. You know what I mean? So it's just to help out the old folks. That's why. If they went, not that I'm saying anything, but if they went around or whatever the case might be, we'd probably be a lot in campsites, you know what I mean? Or using the facilities there, filling up the water, but eating the road again. Anywho else, do we have any regrets on the layout in this van? Only one. I wish this window I'll show you guys now. Let me show you quickly. You see that window? I wish I made a space for a door that it can closes, and when you can open up, especially when it's raining, when you can just go through there to the gap area, start your vehicle and move. That's the only regret I've got. But the bed, the zinc, the stove, the toilet, no, it's creature comforts, you know what I mean. We've discussed it the other day. I can't imagine people doing van life without a toilet. Do you want to get out like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning just to go have a whiz or something? No, man.
But I think a lot of people use buckets.
Yeah, you never know. But in any case, the toilet is the most important part in this whole van, and the bed. This is my happy place. You'll see this table we're sitting at now. Most of the time it's just here for show. You eat on the bed. I mean, would we fit any more windows? No. I've realized very early on in van life, the more windows you have, the hotter the damn thing is. I do love those windows there. It's nice when the weather's bad. You can lie in bed and you can look out at whatever, you know, my 60-inch flat screen TV. You can, it's like a, what do you call it, a 55 thing. But in any case, we got those two windows, and we got this sliding window here. You guys have seen that already. So I wouldn't fit 120 windows in a van.
I think if you have more windows, it makes just people more
curious to know what's going on. Yeah.
And to break in and smash.
Oh yeah. No, I wouldn't suggest a lot of windows. People don't even like the back windows, but I like it because if the weather is bad, I want to look outside. And not that if someone's busy there at the back, I want to see it. If someone's busy on this side, I want to see it. If someone's busy on that side, luckily I can open here, I can look in a rear view mirror and see what's happening this side. So yeah, let's talk stoves. Why did we go propane? It's just easier.
It's easier.
Yeah.
And less hassle.
Yeah. Guys, if I can give you advice, get 2 propane bottles. Always have a spare. We always run out in a time in the middle when we're making food or whatever the case may be. Always have a spare, a backup, and make sure the damn thing is full.
Yeah, and a lot of people say, why don't you write down when you put it, replace it, and then you know when it will be. No, man, I don't have time for that. The flame goes out, and I know. Okay.
Yeah. I know you get that induction cooktops or whatever. I saw the other van lifers use and what. I don't know. I like propane. Propane just works for us. You know what? And it's a heater at winter when it's damn cold. Start both those plates up and let it run for a little bit. It's dangerous. Don't take my advice. Don't go do that now. But it helps. It helps. Van life hacks, dude. In any case, what do we use for Wi-Fi? I'll let Linda answer that one.
For Wi-Fi, we both got two SIM cards, Rain
SIM cards. It's a service here in South Africa.
So Alfred's got the unlimited one.
Uncapped.
Oh, uncapped, yeah. But you can't, what do you call it now? Hotspot.
You can hotspot with it. So I can.
Mine is at 6 o'clock at night. It stops till 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like they call it peak hours. But with mine you can hotspot. I think 3 devices.
Yeah.
So far we didn't really have a problem with the network.
Some places it's not good, but when you go to places where you know it works perfectly.
Yeah, so that works for us. And then we got a spare SIM card for, I think there's about, it's 5 gig day and 5 gig night, just for emergency.
Yeah.
I think I pay like $50 for it.
And that one works everywhere. Everywhere. We've never experienced a place where that one didn't work. So we've got a backup for a backup, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it's not that expensive. The rain works out. Okay, it's a bit of ching, but it's not that
Yeah, but
bad.
if you take it, yours and mine combined, it's not even 600.
See?
Where people pay
800,
900.
900
Yes.
for the house ones, yeah. What do we use for a TV? As you guys have seen already, we use the phone.
Our phones.
Our
You actually get used to it.
Yeah. My brother will be like this every time he looks at it, and he was like, oh, and his eyes like that. You know what I mean? You get used to it. No, you get used to it. Our phone, we don't need a TV. My phone is my camera, my YouTube. This is my everything in one. I do everything with my phone. I think that will be actually the most important thing in this whole thing is the phone actually, because we do everything with it.
Everything is.
The banking, the what, everything with the phones. Yep, even the YouTube videos that you guys watch, this one that you're watching now, it's shot on the phone, it's edited on the phone, and it's posted on the phone. We do have a laptop, but everything on the phone is just easier. I like it. It's right here.
Because now you need the laptop space.
And you can and you can edit anywhere. You know what I mean? You can sit in your car, sit in a train, sit in a bus, whatever. You can just edit. I use my phone for everything. Shooting, editing, and uploading a video. Okay. Would we have liked aircon in the van?
No.
Yeah. I don't know where she's coming on. No. When it gets hot. I'm telling you, it cooks in the van. It doesn't matter how well insulated a van is. South Africa gets hot, man. That's the only times that van life truly
Maybe
sucks.
a bigger fan, but not a
Yeah, I would have loved the aircon, I'm talking about one of those roof aircons. I'm not talking about that Max Air fans. That thing it's a joke, man. If you put in a aircon.
Okay.
Anyways, alright, I say yes, Linda says no. Alright, and the heater, the Wabasto heater. It's called Wabasto, hey?
I will say yes for the.
Yeah. Winter gets really cold.
Especially when you get home from a night shift.
Or you're waking up and it's cold and what. But you would just like to heat up the van a bit before you get dressed.
The worst is when we get home from night shift. When
Yeah.
the van is freezing for the first 10-15 minutes.
And getting into that bed, Linda knows. Don't play around. Get out, get your clothes off, get into your jammies and jump in by me. I need your heat.
So I'm actually the heater.
Yeah. How easy is it to keep this van clean? Very easy. Very easy. It's a little space, so you guys need to know this. If you use something, clean it, put it away immediately. If you let things lay around, you're going to frustrate yourself, you're going to trip over it, and believe me, sometimes you might punch something because you got hurt or you just tripped. Yeah, alright, let's not say the words. But guys, it depends on you. You'll see. A tiny space, if you use something, put it away. Everything's got a place. So if you touch something and you finish it, put it on its place.
And we got into that habit very quickly.
Yeah.
There is now and then. But then it's like for an hour, then that thing will irritate you and then you will get up and put it away.
Yeah. Why do van lifers always clean their surrounding areas? It's quite simple. There's a thing that goes around like this. I believe it, and I might be wrong. Maybe it's just me. I believe that every van lifer is a nature baby by heart.
I think so too.
Yeah. You can listen, not everyone's the same. You'll probably get one or two or three a-holes. I mean, that's just life. That you normally get it everywhere. But I believe people that live in vans are actually hippies by heart. They are the nicest people you'll ever meet. And I might be wrong. There might be one or two that stands out that are really giving us all a bad name. But I think we actually hippies, man. And we love the earth. And we just treat everyone with respect, you know what I mean. I mean, if you pull up in a place, why would you throw things around? And
Exactly.
yeah, you need to be a like I always say, be a responsible. What do you call it? Taking care of the earth. Okay, but anyways, you guys get what I'm saying. Anyways, always treat every place with respect, especially if you're van lifer, because if you're parking around people's properties and flats and whatever, don't make a nuisance of yourself. You know what I mean? Don't go throwing out camp chairs, putting out a barbecue in the middle of a street or something like that, when you're most asking for trouble.
Or consider other people.
Be considerate. That's it. Anyways, guys, I think this is where we're going to love you and leave you. So we still need to make food. We still need to bath. We need to be up tomorrow morning early. I know it's not been the best content that you guys have seen us make. But hey, we just thought it was important to let you guys know a couple of tips and tricks and why we do what we do and how did it come to be. Alright, guys. So, you got anything to add, Baba?
Yes. Remember, you are responsible for your own happiness.
Yeah.
Don't listen to other people. You know, even if you move into a van in your colleagues or family and say, oh, that's not a life for you, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
If it's going to make you happy, why not?
First off, who are you to judge people anyways? You know what I mean? Who died and made you king? It doesn't work like that. People have a right to do whatever makes them happy. As long as you're not hurting anyone, do what makes you happy.
And even if you move into a van and after a month,
You decide this is not
it's
for
not
you.
for you, then toughies.
Toughies.
But try it.
Yeah.
Try it.
Alright, guys. Like always, take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Peace out. We love ya. And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Give him a spoiler, baby. What is the next one?
No.
Okay, she doesn't want to say. Alright, guys. We'll see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. Bye, guys.
Bye.